Hello. How's it going? How are you? Had to change everything. Said I was moderating. I'm not moderating anymore. It's a pretty nice evening out tonight. No wind. Hi, Fiona. Thanks, Fiona. Yeah, that would have been Georgia. She helps me on here lots. I try. I definitely try. My third live tonight. Let's see. Yeah, because it's still Sunday here. So, third live today. Did one earlier. It was raining pretty good. We got about 4 inches, just give or take a couple millimeters in the last couple days. Altogether, oh man, I can't believe how much rain we've had. Like 2 years worth or more. We've had a drought for 5 years, so all this rain seems excessive. I did get it mowed right before it started raining, so it's been 1 week. I walked through the puddle. There's some pretty long stuff in it again, but it's not too bad. I'll be on during the daytime again tomorrow. You'll be able to see. It's not so bad yet. Lots and lots of water, though. Yeah, I think I've learned a lot from my children, how connected they are. They've all they've all been a really big part of keeping me strong and keeping me moving forward. I got mosquito repellent things. That's what's burning. I think you can see one. There's one in the background. Got another one beside me. There's some massive spiders hanging around behind, right up here. There's three of them, and there's an even bigger one in front of my. I wonder if it's come out yet. Oh man, I would hate to walk into her web. I would say she's like that big around. I swear to God, she's the one I had in the house living here yet last year. Because these ones are like half the size. They're the same type. I don't know. I call them cat's head spiders. But the one over there is like really big and it's hairy, which is kind of unusual. But I guess because it's so much larger than the other ones, they look freaky, just kind of hanging midair. But they got some pretty. I went to put my candle up thing up here, and I could see it's got its web all wound to it. It must have just did it today because I just moved the barbecue. You know what? Up until the one that was living in my house, I was petrified of them. I was absolutely petrified, and I swear to God, this one fucking I could hear what it was saying. It talked to me somehow. By the time I let it go back outside in the summer when it was nice out, it would eat out of my hands, and like none of my kids could believe it. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. The mosquitoes were really bad earlier. Georgia came out and saw the spiders and ran. She's like, "Hang on, what is that? What's that behind you?" I gotta admit, today while I was sitting here, I must have had about 10 or 15 little tiny baby ones crawl on me or around my things. Pretty trippy. I'll have to try that. Coffee's kind of expensive. I get instant right now. It's the cheapest. Man, I can't believe it. Let's see. I don't think it, maybe it's 2 pounds of coffee. It's like, well, some places you could get it for around 22, I think. In the store I work in, it's like 28.95 or something like that. Uh, the suggested retail price was 32. We were like, oh God, no, we can't do that. So, well, I was afraid of spiders my whole life because I woke up one time in my grandma's bed. Like used to be there, not in my grandma's bed, but at my grandma's house in a bed, and they had like a really old house. And I had this ring of marks, and my grandma's like, I was like, oh, I don't know what it is. It's so itchy. And she's like, oh, you had a spider sleeping with you in the bed, and it sucked your blood, and it just stayed in one spot, and it sucked in spots all around, and that just freaked me out. I never really liked spiders after that. I was like petrified of them until, like I said, like I swear to God, that spider spoke to me. Something happened. Like my kids, my family still can't believe the transformation the one spider had in my life. I'm like, well, it was different. Yeah, that was freaky. I hope it never happens again. I don't. I still. I would probably freak out if I looked over and one of these big things that's behind me was on my shoulder or something. I'd be kind of freaking out. I'd say it's the size of. Do you guys have half dollars down there? Like a 50 cent piece? Probably like a silver dollar, but a half dollar. I don't know if you guys have them down there. It's like that big around. It's fucking huge, the one over there. And hairy. It's on the end of one of my shorts. If I woke up and I was staring that in the face, it would probably give me a fright for sure. But I could go and look at it. I'd probably let it crawl on me. Oh my goodness, is that another one too? Another one came out. They're called deck spiders up here, I think. They're harmless. Keep the bugs away for sure. So there's a lot of other creepier bugs out here, that's for sure. We got our devil beetles. Demons, man. They are demon spawn. They got four mandibles on their mouth that just dig in, just like you know what a tree digger does, how it has those 4 points and they just go like that around it. That's what this bug has. It has antennas that are like twice as long as its body. Its armor shelled. Oh man, it is nasty. Oh, that's funny. Well, we still have them up here. It's just they're very rare. We have 50-cent coins, silver dollars. They're not real silver dollars. Some of them are, but I think there's a dollar. We got loonies, toonies. Oh, I like snakes too. My daughter likes snakes. My daughter likes all reptiles. Lana, my adopted daughter, she loves all kinds of things: spiders, insects, scorpions, all the whole works. She loves all that kind of stuff. It's when all of a sudden you can't see them and they've been there the whole night and then they disappear. It's like, oh, where did it just go? At least I'm outside. Hey, Eric, how's it going? Just chilling. Chilling and hanging out. Well, today's technically my Saturday. Oh, my Friday night was like, oh man, I'm telling you, horrible. I guess it was Saturday night. It wasn't good. I'm much better now, though. I had a good rest. I was drained. I got completely drained yesterday. I was busy at my work. Oh, just the whole day in general. Very busy. We had a bunch of complications at work.
Dad,
What?
I had to scrub my face for like 10 minutes because that popsicle stained my whole mouth.
Popsicle?
The Sonic the Hedgehog one.
What did you have it all around your chin for?
I didn't even realize it was there. I didn't feel it. I went to go send Bridget a video back and it was all over my face.
This is Georgia. So Fiona, you remember her? She was on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she was talking
Fiona,
about. She said
yeah.
she was such a sweet person. So
But
yeah.
no, I ate that Sonic the Hedgehog popsicle and it was, I didn't, because I wasn't looking, I was just watching videos and I went to go send Bridget a video back. I was like, what the heck? It was like all over and I had to like scrub it.
Okay, warning: if you see a Sonic the Hedgehog popsicle, make sure you don't get it on any of your mouth. She said she just had to scrub her whole face
it like
for
hurts
10
now.
minutes.
My face hurts now. I had to
Because
scrub
the
it
blue
so
in it, whatever kind of blue, it must be one of those illegal blues or reds, that they're not supposed to put in. It was all blue around her whole face. Her tongue is like very blue.
Here,
Oh,
wait.
I don't know if it'll show a picture on the phone. This is the crappy camera. Oh my goodness, Georgia! What were you just doing with it? Was it stuck in your mouth and just drooled all over?
No, because Kate, I was eating the bottom part first because it tasted.
She just showed me a picture. She looked like a 2-year-old who had an ice cream. And it was all around, all around.
I didn't know. It was really hard to get it off though. That's why I sent to Adam.
Moonchild and Eric both say hello as well.
Hello.
I'm on with him. I
Hey,
moderate
those
on
spiders
Menace.
are freaking me out.
Oh, there. See, I told you, Moonchild. Those spiders are freaking her out.
They're massive. Like, ugh. No, I wanted that popsicle. I don't like the gumball eyes though, and I thought they were black, but they're green.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, and they taste weird, so I just spit
them. I call them deck spiders. I think you could find them on the internet when you look up cat's head spider.
They're gross.
Oh, look it.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Is
What?
that a baby one?
Yes. I'm going back inside. Good night, Dad. Love you.
This little string all of a sudden just popped down and there's one crawling on it.
Dad, I love you.
We have wolf spiders up here that are quite... Yeah, Georgia just ran in. She's scared of it. Oh, I want to have a jumping spider. I think that would be so cool to have as a pet. I've watched a channel where this lady has like just the tiny little ones. They're so intelligent, it seems. But yeah, now Georgia's like gone. She saw that hang. Better make sure it's not in my coffee. I can't see the one. See if I could do this without turning my phone off. Take it off my stand and go for a walk. Let's see if we can see this. Oh, spider. I don't think this one's coming out. She's up in there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see that. Hey, Syncope. Yeah, we're not going to see those ones, and I ain't putting my arms in the middle of like all those webs. Hang on, I'm going to go. But that one up there is pretty creepy. Hey. Oh, maybe I should have said I'll just be right back rather than take you with me, but I'll take you with me. You can see the inside of my house. I'm living in a mess. Remember, I'm a single male with 4 children that are kind of like teenagers. So that's our living room. It's all like one big room. There's the entrance into the house, dining room, table or whatever, kitchen table, the kitchen. So all one big, oh, there's my cat. There's my cat. That's Cherry Cat. I just want to grab something real quick. There we go. Oh, wow, Fiona. That's pretty neat. I often wonder about that one up there. She's right in there. I don't know how I could get, but it's right in there. Man, I can't believe how big. Ugh. Yeah, to have that to wake up to. Not that I'm scared of her. Oh, where is that camera that I keep? Oh, that's why. Okay, let's see if I can do this again. Put it in my stand. There we go. This house, parts of it, if I went through and took apart the different, where the walls are, I'd be able to show us parts of it. It was rebuilt in 1958. One day, maybe I'll take you down to the basement. It's pretty creepy. Ugh. Well, in one part of it. It's still the original dirt floor and stuff. But part of it was in 1958, and additions were added on over the years. Then the paneling. He owned a big piece of property here. This property, I still have the phone, the rotary phone. It was the second phone ever in this town. They called the guy Doc Olson, even though he wasn't a doctor. He ran a farm machinery place, did repairs here on the property and stuff. He also owned the property in behind. I just found out a couple months ago. I've always known there's been like the people that live there, the woman and her kids most of them don't live there. Her ex and one of the girls does. There's a spirit that lives there. Well, I found out just a couple months ago that the guy who owned this house committed suicide in one of his little outbuildings, which I think is the ones that are over on the property behind me because they're really, really old as well. So, some neat and interesting things that have happened out here. Yeah, my daughters bring all the bugs outside that are anywhere. Same at my work. My one daughter captures and lets them free. Everyone else kills them. She's like, no, set them free. There's a cup and a little scoop to put over. Take them out. I usually just catch the bees in my hand and take them out. Most bees won't sting. Yeah, I don't think we've ever. Georgia, when she was little, brought a fish home to try and eat. And I think one other time when they couldn't get the hook out and it died trying, I think she brought home that fish. Other than that, I've not been much of a fish guy lately. Not for that anyway. I like lobster, crab, shrimp. Funny. I swear every time I look, they get a bit closer. I can't tell if there's more than 4. Oh. Yeah, that's just mean altogether. For sure. Wolf spiders are great to have in the home. Oh, they're getting it probably from this thing here. I don't know if it'll affect them. It's just for mosquitoes. I got some citronella burning in those. There's citronella burning in that, and there's some over there too. Well, the wolf spider I saw out here, I would not want living in my home. It was as big as a tarantula. I like a baby tarantula. Like I'm not kidding. It was like as big as a field mouse. No, I'm not afraid of him, but I don't want one that big running around free in my home. Doesn't find anything to eat. It might chomp on my toe. Oh, is there any stars out tonight? I think it's still too cloudy here to see any stars. I think my citronella is about to run out in one of mine. I think they're all sitting in wait. The bugs are quite a few of them, that's for sure. All the different bugs out. I had music on my channel earlier. Finally found some that I like that's copyright free, or whatever you want to call it. Some of it's for gaming, music for gaming. I would try gaming again. I'll show us. Let's see. I wonder how the screen will show up. Every time I go to show my phone, my screen on this phone never shows up on the. I'll show Syncope Bane, the game I play here. Oh, Fortnite. I play Fortnite lots, or used to. I haven't played in a bit. I do watch a gamer though that plays Fortnite all the time. Like a fox. Sometimes, like gone out to the end of the driveway or been driving back in, and there's a fox that runs into it. There's not many bushes. There's a few trees around my yard, but then there's the neighbor yard and then a road on the other side and all around me. Highways right in front. I've seen coyotes. I had a bear that was sleeping in my yard for a week or so. Okay. Turn the music down. Could not be seen or. I play Vikings. I'll go out to it. It looks like it's one of those kind of games. Oh, that's one of the games I play mainly. There is cougars, I guess. Mountain lions, I don't know. Whatever you want to call them. I haven't seen one in town. Bears, yeah. There's been a couple bear incidences in town. There's 3 wolf packs in the area. They don't come into town. If I go out into the bush, I have seen cat tracks that were fresh because we walked a trail, and when at the very bottom of the valley there was mud. I guess it's kind of like that. I've built mine. I'm a level 40. They just upped the game to I think a level 50 now. Build armies, join a clan, stuff like that. I've been with this one. This is 9 years now. I think they've been out, maybe 10 years. I can't remember, something like that. I started playing it 5 months after it started. No. Well, Clan Wars, they call it. Different things. It's Vikings War of Clans. It's advertised all over YouTube and Facebook and everything lately. I've been playing it for years and years and years. That Clash of Clans I played. I still have a couple accounts with them. Yeah, I'm in one clan that's like, oh, I don't know how many there are altogether, but within the whole game, I've been in the top 100 a couple times in clans. One that's constantly in the top 200, and this is worldwide, and I think they got 3.5 million players or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot. It's huge in Russia. Massive Russia collective on it. Europe, lots of European games or players. I tried to be the player that is the non-spender that but still could prove that you could get somewhere without it, which I've done. Played in some of the top clans. Do not so bad. You can't stay in them if you can't keep fighting. So build up all my troops and everything. Have enough to go in, fight in some of the like world battles. So that's pretty fun. Hey, maybe if I was able to see that. Oh, I'm gonna do another short on the mushrooms I found in my yard. I think I even found a magic one. Okay, where's that darn spider? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. Where's the phone? There it is. That's the one up in the right above my door. She's in her little nest cocoon. Oh, and I put little baby birds that were in my video in the short. They're completely feathered, and the other egg is hatched, and now all three are completely feathered or hairy looking. Pretty cool. Georgia and me and Marissa went and checked them out. No, I ain't gonna touch any of those mushrooms, man. No, no, no. I used to do lots. I used to never have a problem with them, but I had people say you can't have bad trips. I had a very bad trip. I've seen others who have had them too. I used to be a bad addict of all kinds of drugs. I've seen some pretty crazy, crazy things. So no, I would never touch them again. I could get to the same place without them anyway. Definitely is tough battling whales. My son's gotten in with a group of people on some game. I can't remember what he calls it. It's like one of those, but more fighting, like with like Genshin style. That's not what it's called. Oh, I think Valorant. Plus, he's like a moderator online for some big game too. I can't remember. Descent, I think it's called. Something like that. So yeah, no, I understand the whale thing. I play with a few whales and have played with some pretty big ones. They're crazy. The amount of money that people drop in, I just don't understand. $1,000 a month, and that's not even the big ones. Just like, man, where do you get the money for that? Some people aren't doing bad in the world, that's for sure. Oh, right on, Fiona. I started at a very young age drinking. Well, I didn't start drinking myself. I was drugged with alcohol probably at age 8, unknowingly. But then my first time I did drink on my own accord, I actually ate all the fruit out of my parents. They had this thing called a yucca flux where all this alcohol and fruit juice and fruit and stuff. Well, I ate a whole bunch of fruit out of it and I got it really, really drunk. That was my first experience of my own doing. And I started smoking weed at 14. And it just progressed to other things after that. But no, I do smoke marijuana. I don't consider that a drug personally, but whatever. I use it to medicate. I've quit all the other drugs that my doctors had me on. Take one. Oh, right on. Yeah, I haven't drank in a few years either. I can't remember, 2014. So 11 years now I haven't drank. And I don't miss that at all. I do not miss drinking. I was not the same person when I was drinking. I was different. I was one of those ones that scare people. No one wants to be around. I'm going to go make a coffee. So. Well, it took me a long time to figure that out. Like I said, I've only been quit drinking now for 11 years, but I haven't done any of the other drugs. I quit the year before my son was born. So 21 years now without any type of chemical drug, painkiller, pills, anything like that, other than what the doctor gave me. And about 8 years ago, I was like, well, he fired me as a patient. I told him his therapy and drug regime that he had me on was making things worse, not better, in all the years that he had me on them. I feel like from the time I was 6, I was an experiment for all the different things for the genetic disease I have. I'm like, it's genetic, you're not going to cure it. So by the time I got older, I just gave up. I was like, no, I'm not doing that no more. So I smoke a lot of ganja. That's it. That's the only thing. I do take a heart pill. I didn't want to stop that. I do know what high blood pressure is, so I wanted to try and fix that. I've gone through different ones over and over and over. I found one that in combination with my lifestyle works, and I feel like it's pretty normal now. Well, I'm gonna say one of the first times I ever smoked cigarettes, I can't remember how old I was. It was junior high for sure. I had smoked before that, but I quit. And then me and my friend, I don't know what we were doing. Whew, boy, I turned green though. Otherwise, I have a very addictive personality. I enjoyed everything that I did too much. Made me forget everything and feel really good inside. Oh, my cat's going crazy. You know what? Since my son's been down in the United States and my other kids were away, other than Georgia, the girls just got back a couple days ago, but the animals have been so weird, especially the cat since Adam's been gone. She is just nutty because she usually hangs out in his room with him downstairs and he hasn't been home. So she's like just all over the house, meowing. You could tell she's missing him. Most definitely. And the other animals too, you could tell that they have a sense of that something's missing. Yeah, that was a scary one. They were all scary to me. I liked them all so much. It's still hard when I see a movie with people in it doing it and stuff. I'm gonna tell you that the cravings are unreal. Certain situation triggers even after 20 years, especially with methamphetamine. That was the last one that I was addicted to really badly before I quit. It was the most easily accessed where I live. Lots of people around were doing it. Probably the hardest drug of anything that I ever tried to quit was cigarettes. It made me sicker than any of the others. Methamphetamine, yeah, that made me pretty sick. I was puking and shit for a while for sure. But yeah, my kids made me do a lot of different things differently in my life. Definitely. You know what? One of the biggest things I was hiding from was the voice that kept on speaking to me. I thought I was crazy because I was hearing a voice in my head. Something speaking to me. Drugs and alcohol hid that from me, kept it away. Whew, that's something I'm scared of, Fiona. Boats. And water. Like, within reason. If I could see the bottom in the boat and it's not like on the ocean, I could probably do that. Lakes, like in a canoe, where I could see like what's beneath me. Even so deep in an ocean, if it's clear, around the shores, a nice little cove. That I don't mind. Whew, but a deep lake, the ocean, doesn't make me feel good. Same with a helicopter. I don't like helicopters. I don't like planes. I'll go on them for sure, but poof, they give me an uneasy feeling. I don't like my feet off the ground. That's what it is. When I can't touch ground with my feet, I get some kind of weird fear. Oh, I could swim. I could swim in a pool. I'll go in any pool. I don't need to see the bottom of a pool. It's a pool. What's in the water scares me, I think. Actually, my dad threw me over the side of a boat to teach me how to swim once. So I think that's kind of why I have a fear of being in a boat. forgot to close the door behind me. My cat was outside. Well, I don't need to see the bottom if I could walk in it. I know that. I could stand up in it. I swim in the creeks out here. Sometimes you can't see the bottom on them. But I don't go in any of the holes that are really deep. This is what I had playing earlier. I don't know. In the background. While watching the rain. These are all gonna find out I'm a chain smoker. Wonder if I'll have any people call me an alien. All Cancers and one Libra, eh? Ooh, one of those big spiders has disappeared. I was thinking of pulling an oracle card for people. I don't know. Yeah, my birthday is like 5 days, 6 days after the 26th, right at the very beginning. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. There's enough of an eaves trough for it to crawl out and sneak behind me. You can see where some of the other webs are too when I look down over the side where the light's shining. Over this way, you can see there's a big web here, but I haven't seen the spider come out for it yet. Unless that's it there. Well, every time I do a live, I gain 1 or 2 subscribers, which is kind of nice. I'll have to do a lot more. I thought, what better though when I do, since I do have all my, I'm a shadow reader, so I have all shadow decks. Outside at night, amongst the shadows. I think I've only ever had 2 trolls so far too. I'm not big enough, I guess, to get many. Learn more with my phones. Then this one definitely is darker. With the other one, it would definitely show up, but I thought if I was going to do a live, I better switch phones in case I get a phone call I can't answer it.
Anyone who sends a whale, guys. So anyone who sends a whale gift will get their name written on my paddleboard. So like.
Well, I still don't know what even classified mine is. Small town living, just doing whatever. Bit of this, bit of that. I don't know if I've said it on any of Amanda's, but I live in a town full of witches. Like, not just a few, lots. Very surprising. It's like a coven out here. I'm not kidding, at least one. Myself, I don't know. I don't classify myself as a witch, but I guess others would. I started out as a witch. Under people and blogs. Interesting. I hear all different types of monetization is different for all of that too. I have nothing against witches, but some of these ones here are kind of, some of them aren't nice out here. When my ex first left me, she called upon them to try and do something against me to prevent my magic. And I said, well, I'm not going to try and cast any against you anymore. And if they still believe, I believe a witch, yeah, white witches, gray witches, green witches, kitchen witches. I believe that, sure, there's all that. It's a state before moving on and realizing that it's more than just that. Well, they're not necessarily fake witches. There's just different levels. Most people would call me a witch. Cast spells. I say it's manipulating energy. It's all the same thing. Symbolism, there's lots in symbolism. Even I still use it. You don't need it, but it builds a stronger bond between the person and that particular item. I'd say over all the years that I've been practicing and doing things, I've been lots of different kinds of witches, especially in the beginning. If I was to explain everything about it, I guess the closest thing someone would call me would be a black witch or a chaos witch or something like that because of what I was doing. What time is it? Only a few hours and the sun starts coming up. Again, it's only still about a 6.5 hour, maybe 7 hour gap now between them. I think we get 16.5 hours still with it fairly light out. Well, it was past 10 anyway, 10:15 or so when it finally started fading to having to need lights. Around 4 something it should start being light again. What do we call it? Dusk till dawn. I can't tell. Oh, let me step out and see. Oh yeah, I can see the odd star through the clouds out there. Pete Davidson. That name sounds familiar. I can't place it though.
Say hello to motionarray.com. You can take your videos from good to the best and easily be better than the rest.
Good night, Moonchild. You have a wonderful sleep. Oh, I just watched a moth fly into my flame over there. Crackle, crackle. Midnight it just hit. 12:04. Yeah, I'm glad too. .204 in Pennsylvania. See you, Moonchild. Hugs and kisses. Sleep well. My next live I'll do in the day, and we could go see the chickens live. Kind of messy in there with all this rain we've had, but there is some dry parts I could go to. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Light rain again tomorrow. I'm not sure where he went. Yeah, I slept in today, so I'm not tired at the moment. I'll probably hang out. I'll turn up the music a bit more. Maybe someone else will drop in. Who knows? I'm gonna enjoy it outside while it's so calm. Enjoy the fresh air, breathe it in. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Sleep. Beat in the background will put a lot of people to sleep. Thanks so much for dropping in. I sure appreciate that. guess maybe I'll scroll across on the feed and others might see what happens. A couple times it jumps way up. Maybe I'll get some trolls. Could mess with some trolls. Well, I'm not sure who's here, but I just fed it. There was a little moth landed beside me. I just threw it into the spider web and bang! Man, I got it quick. Hello. Well, huh. Probably. How's it going? We're going in about 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. $10. So it's probably like 40 something. 10 degrees Celsius is what Fahrenheit?
10 degrees Celsius
50
is equivalent
degrees.
to 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hello. How's it going tonight? What are you up to? What's on your minds? I noticed before how different a person looks at nighttime than they do in the day. Yes. About it for me, I guess. I'll just say goodnight here right away. Thanks for staying and watching. I appreciate it. I'll probably see how I was in about half hour, 45 minutes. I might be back on.
Coinbase, buy
I got a
BTC,
couple things I gotta
and
do.
Sol.
Yeah, thanks.